All right. Well, there are still plenty of details to be worked out before the nation can breathe this sigh of relief as to what this debt ceiling is going to do and the whole economy and all of that rigmarole. But right now, I am joined now by Republican Senator John Barrasso on where Republicans are on this. Senator Barrasso, thanks for being on right now. So it does seem as if Republicans are pretty happy with what they are hearing. What is the holdup in the deal that you understand?
Well, as Mitch McConnell said earlier today on NBC, or one of the morning shows, that look, we're close. We're not there yet. We're still working out the details, and that's what's going on now. I just came from the Senate floor where Harry Reid's bill was defeated overwhelmingly and in a bipartisan way, so he clearly didn't have the votes. The Republicans know what we want. We want to make sure that there is no default, that the Social Security checks continue to go out, that the military folks are paid. And we also want to make sure that for any increase in the debt ceiling, there is at least a dollar-for-dollar cut in the amount of money that we are as a nation spending. So those are the things that are fundamental for us.
Do you really believe this super committee that's being created out of this deal, and frankly, it was all of the deals, whether it was Boehner, Reid, whatever Obama and Boehner were dealing, all of them had a creation of some sort of congressional commission that was based on how they did the military base closings, the one time that a commission seemed to be successful in trying to get the politics out of this. Do you really believe this commission, this committee, is going to deal with tax reform in a way that's going to feel fair?
Well, I agreed with what the BRAC Commission, their approach. This is one approach. I would have liked to have actually had about $4 trillion of cuts and promised cuts now at this time. I wanted a bigger deal, one that would have included looking at the entitlements that are really what is driving our ongoing deficit and debt crisis. Because the problem really isn't the debt ceiling. The problem is the debt, the fact that we're $14 trillion in debt. So, I support any efforts that we can do to take a functional look at this and do it in a responsible way so that the American people say, yes, the people in Washington get it. We cannot continue to spend money we do not have.
How do you react to all of the polling that's out there that shows a large majority, it's not a narrow majority, a large majority of the American public believes that some tax increases are going to be involved when trying to tackle this issue of the debt and deficit?
Well, I support tax reform. I support closing the loopholes as part of a broader tax reform process that would actually go to get the economy moving again. We have 9.2% unemployment in this country. Chuck, you have millions and millions of Americans looking for work. They can't get it. A lot has to do with the policies of this administration. And the last thing to do is raise taxes on people at times like this for this economy. We need more taxpayers, more people working.
Nobody was advocating raising taxes right now. It was about how to deal with the tax code beginning in 2013.
Which is why I say we need to close the loopholes, get rid of the brush, clean out the brush, and actually have tax reform which lowers tax rates and gets the economy moving again. I know that people that are working on that all of the time, and I think that is something that actually can make a difference to get more people working, more revenue coming in that way, because you have more people working, more people producing, in the economy growing and then strengthening our country.
And if it's part of this fortune, if it's part of more revenues coming in, goes to deficit reduction, you're okay with that?
Well, I want to see the details of this plan. I want to see what the specific details of the plan that we're going to be asked to vote on in the next couple of days are. But fundamentally, we need to make sure that we as a nation do not default. I don't know members here that want to see a default. We want to prevent default, and we want to cut spending. Only a small part of this is the debt limit. The bigger part is the debt. That is a threat to our national security, and even the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff has said so.
All right, Republican Senator John Barrasso, member of the Senate Republican leadership. Thanks for coming on. Sounds like you're not allowed to go to a ball game. Harry Reid said, don't go to a ball game. Stick around. You never know what you might be voting on tonight.
You never know.
All right. Thanks very much.